losing that battle in the midfield, allowing pressure, and obviously with enough pressure, goals will go in. So for this tail of the tape on this one, probably looking at those midfield battles. Who's gonna possess it a bit more, give away possession a bit less, and let's see who ends up taking the series. We're gonna see an upset or not. So as we get things rolling here, we got the action started, 15 seconds in. Each side gets a couple of opportunities. Maulers in orange, Flyers in blue. I'm going to do my best to try to not mix them up, as the Flyers color palette is orange and the Maulers is blue. So a little bit of whoop-de-wop reversal there on my end. But we persevere. So Lucid's going to take control in the corner here. Try to take it out, gets an awkward touch. Ren goes for the 50, gets banged out. Conundrum drops it. Lucid with the pass middle to Volts, puts it in. And they take the early lead here. Probably a mistouch from Conundrum. Good communication, presumably. Lucid lays out for Volt, and there actually was a little bit of a ghost touch there. Naturally, Conundrum drops to no problem. And quick 1-0 lead for the Flyers. Excuse me, I'll take a sip of coffee here. Gotta stay energized for a long night of Rocket League. Mike. Okay, Magic, funny. Conundrum drops this one down. Ren gets the touch. A little bit awkward with Mako being right where he was probably going to try to take a dribble, turn something in. Mike, Magic. We get it. Magic, Mike, funny. This guy's funny. Mike here, coming up, gets it off the wall. Gonna stay with, gets another one, goes for the shot. Mako there to shut it down. Ren, quick ups. Bolt Destroyer gonna control this one, gets 50. Lucid there to cover him. Conundrum puts a shot on, and you know, sometimes they fall. If you just put it on net and mistakes happen, you don't see it too much at this level of play, but Mike a little bit awkward there, and Bolt Destroyer probably expecting him to get a touch, so we got a little 1-3-1-3-1 on the scoreboard, but more importantly, we got an even game, about 2 minutes passed in this game one. Mako going for a solo play, gets the flip reset, not able to do much with it, but oh my, Ren almost gets the shot in, saved on the goal line, and actually transitioned into an offensive counterattack now. Shut down by Ren again. Seems like he's done that quite a few times this series. Gets a chip on the way out, allows Mako to put some pressure on, but Volt recovers nicely. Conundrum a bit awkward here. See if the Maulers can get anything going while they have pressure. Maybe boost out of them a bit. Not gonna look like it unless things get a little bit awkward here. Yeah, Flyers are able to get out of the pickle. Mako on the wall. It's gonna stay in. See who goes for this. Nobody's up. No double commits though. That's always good to see. Mike gonna get an awkward touch here, and Bolt Destroyer there to play the 50. See if he's able to 50 him on the wall and get some possession going. Mako, a little bit ambitious of a flip there, goes past Ren with low boost. Not able to do too much with this one, and you know, it's starting to seem like a pretty common thing here that Bloomington being a little bit low on the boost side, not able to capitalize or follow up as fast as they probably would like to. As we say that, Ren, half a tank goes up, not able to make this one very dangerous. Saved off the back wall. Mako to the corner, but Volt there immediately shuts it down. Ren, nice little pop out, makes it awkward for Volt. Gonna be to Mako. There's a little bit of awkwardness here. Pops it up, just one to beat. Too high, Lucid. What a save on the pre-jump. You know, he shut down the original shot. I don't know if there's miscommunication on who's taking the next one, but some call it lucky, some call it skilled. Lucid was there nonetheless to make the save and keep this one even, as we are going to see 1 minute remaining come and go. Mako puts this one off the ceiling. Conundrum a little bit slow up, but Volt Destroyer trying to play his touch, and he misses, and we all know how that one goes. Can turn chaotic very quickly, excuse me. Conundrum, nice clear. Unfortunately, no possession there afterwards. It's a touch, and Ren gonna try to make something dangerous. Slow plays it, presumably low on boost. Looks like he had about 20 in the tank there. On the Flyer side, they're doing a great job at shutting things down early, but as it goes, this one didn't come early enough. Mako's able to get it out. Volt Destroyer pushed up a bit too much. Conundrum's up fast and puts that one back of the net. Maulers, 1-goal lead, 23 seconds. It's not impossible, but Flyers are going to have to piece something together here in order to have a chance and take game one. Otherwise, they'll go down 1-0 in the series. Volt Destroyer, not going to let them get another one. Keep their chances alive. Mike passes it up and no one's there, unfortunately. Ren shuts it down. Maulers take game one. So looking at the numbers here, Maulers had an immaculate 10 shots, and Flyers had 6 saves put in 2, so all but like 2 of those shots ended up on net. So that's what you like to see. And then the Flyers only have 1 shot. To be fair, they scored it. 100% accuracy is nice, but doesn't really mean too much when you lose the game. Okay, Zebra, I'll give you shoutcasting. Make me shoutcast my first solo cast? What's this guy doing? Uh-oh. Lucid left the match. We'll advise players to play this one out for now. More than likely, that's the bug related to a Rocket League kicking you to the home screen. As Lucid is back now, it looks like his ping is fine in the 80s, but still green, no flashing indicators. And no goals were conceded, so to the best of my knowledge, we will continue on. And to touch back and cater to Zebra here, I need to make sure I have the capacity. So I'm going to take some more drinks here while you guys enjoy this immaculate back and forth gameplay at the beginning of game 2. Alright, I am back. So, Ren with the control here, gonna pop it out, Volt Destroyer there to 50 him. Conundrum, quick to the ball. Does he get around it? He does. 0 boost, just maintaining speed very nicely here. So it all starts with the Ren 50. It gets a nice read off of that too, from the bounce. Excuse me. And he's able to beat the first man and put out a reach to the second. Maulers take an early lead in this one, looking to make this one go possibly in a sweep if they were to take this, and of course the next game. A little early to say that. Ren to Mako, oh my. Mako's there to finish this one off, but Ren off the ceiling beats one, the adjustment to beat another. What a play. Phenomenal credit. Or phenomenal play, and all credit to Ren there. Wait for Mako to also be there to finish it off, but a great mechanical play from Ren to beat 2 players. Now the 2 from the same play, get a little bit of a double commit, no danger. Conundrum is actually there to put a shot on. Lucy gets an awkward touch, but Volt's there. He gets up, gets a bump, double? No, but the rebound's there from Mike. And they managed to get one back here, and we have ourselves a game. Volt actually got bumped up, almost recovered, and got the double touch. That would have been a piece of art as well. However, not able to get that, but Mike's there to clean it up. 2-1 in favor of the Maulers. A lot of back and forth pressure here. Good opportunities. You're starting to see the chemistry pop off a little bit here. You'd have to imagine that comms are going to be staying pretty clean. Ren on the side of the Maulers, like I said, had some MNCS experience, so it's not like he's stepping into an unheard of territory. Immaculate player. But making sure that you fit into comms, not sure how much he might practice with these guys, and you know, sometimes that can be a little bit awkward subbing up, but Maulers have the lead in the series and the game, so whatever they're doing is working. Mike with the solo play goes for the dunk, unable to get it. Lucid with a quick read and a near full tank of boost. Gets shut down in the corner there, some pops up. Stealing, Ren with a quick read to beat Bolt Destroyer. Bounces off. Lucid there to clear it away. A lot of bumps and demos. Physicality's popping off. 2.5 commit? Is that a thing? I'm calling it a thing. 2.5 commit there on the side of the Flyers. Nobody's there to capitalize though, so you get away with it. Ren puts it to Conundrum. It's a little bit wide. Tries to sneak it back in off the back wall. Not quite able to, and Mako's there to turn this one away. Conundrum gets 50 out. Double commit again. You know, feeling it a little bit too many times for comfort from the Maulers here, where it will inevitably bite them, you'd have to think. Because they're not really harmless double commits. These are offensive opportunities that are getting squandered, so sure, it might not cost you a goal on your own net, but you're definitely detrimenting your chances at extending the lead. As Mako goes for a little bit of masterclass, but runs out of boost. Lucid pops this one up. Pays with his life as Ren eliminates him from the field. Bolt Destroyer, 50s down, no one there to follow. Conundrum, faking. Lucid again, known for his mechanics and aerial prowess, doesn't get the double touch, but gets a nice setup, and there it is, the double commit that costs you. Conundrum and Ren each go. Mike's there to square that one away, and we have ourselves a tie game with 52 seconds on the clock. Mako's up fast. What a powerful shot, too. Turned away from Mike, so no credit to it this time. Mike looking for the control in the corner. Like to see that. Like to see a little bit of controller, not panic in defense. Corner's a safe place. Lucid now. A little bit dangerous putting the ball on top of your car there. You just want to keep that one near. Try to get a 50 out midfield, or not in a dangerous position where it could take an obscure bounce towards your own net. Bolt Destroyer eliminated from the field. Ren eliminates Lucid from the field, and Conundrum gets a nice bump. Ren misses his touch there, so it looks like the last offensive chance will be for the Flyers. Turned away from Conundrum. This one will drop down, and we will see Game 2 overtime, tied 2-2. Flyers with 7 shots, forcing Maulers to 5 saves. Great demo there. While the Maulers also have 7 shots, but only 3 saves on the side of the Flyers, so a little bit of refinement on the accuracy there. But a very even battle on the offensive side. Mako popping this one up. Lucid, good patience. Gonna get the pinch. Yep, over Conundrum. Conundrum also moved from the field yet again. Very physical game 2 we are seeing here. Ren, the Conundrum on a platter. Mako, actually 3-man passing play. Mako gets the save, clear out to Ren, who's able to bring it up to Conundrum faster than Mike. Puts it on net. Maulers not only take a game win, but they put themselves to a potential match point. Coffee break brought to you by Into Audacity. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Hope things are going swell for you this fabulous Saturday night in Minnesota. up here in Duluth. It is a cool 70 degrees. I know that there were some storms down in the cities. I can't even talk about the weather. The goal just goes in. Something weird happened? Look away for a second. Lucid, Mako, awkward kickoff. Maybe went for a speed flip and just scuffed it, but not how you want to start a game. But the silver lining is you have 4 minutes and 58 seconds to get it back. And, ooh, they almost do so. So the pressure's on. We're going to see if the Flyers are going to be able to get out of their own half, turn this into something. A little bit more bullying going on. Lucid pops this one out. Mako off the back wall, lays it down for Conundrum, gets the 50. Lucid quick to read it, off back wall again, using his mechanical prowess and speed. Almost gets a phenomenal pass, and almost a goal as well, but not quite. Conundrum, 0 boost, not able to do much here, just kind of being annoying. Gonna take a little peek over at my cheat sheet here of statistics and see if these teams are usually this physical. You know, turn away for a second, you guys. What happened? Mako gets a bad 50 out, and Bolt is, I mean, sometimes it just goes right to you. Credit to Bolt Destroyer for reacting quickly, pulling that one out of reach, but that's why you can't lose 50s like that off your own half that shoot off the back wall. Dangerous things will begin to happen. Alright, Lucid has 0 boost. This is a safe time to look. So, as far as demos go for each team, St. Cloud takes an average of 3.5 a game, and Bloomington gives 2.5 a game. And then St. Cloud inflicts 3, while Bloomington inflicts 2.5. So, I'd say it's pretty average. You're going to see a handful of demos. I'm not sure if like demos after goals happen, you're doing celebrations, like you're skeet shooting the opponent. But definitely more physicality coming out from both of these teams. And as a man that enjoys demoing as myself who enjoys to demo, see if this turns into something here. Not quite. It really turns into almost like a little petty battle. You take a couple bumps or demos and all of a sudden your mind kind of gets this little switch that's like, well, we can do that too. And you'll start to see physicality come out, and that's when you see rotations break and the mindset starts to change. Things might get a little bit rushed, panicky. So be interesting to see if a larger influx of goals also correlates to this aggressive play style from each side. Meanwhile, Ren up, going for a little solo play. Bolt Destroyers there, shut it down, nothing too dangerous. Magic, the pre-jump. Lucid's able to cut it off before Mako can do anything. He did have the boost to do it. Maybe just heard him up and knew he was dead to rights when it came to beating him to the ball. Mako takes Lucid off the field and Ren's there to collect. Has a little bit of time with a free touch. Gets the 50 out. Conundrum was there to read it. Back to Mako, back to Conundrum. Almost a nifty little 1-2-3 there. Not quite. Mako, great mechanical chant. Turned away from Mike. Bolt Destroyer double commits. Lucid awkward. What a save. Getting kind of antsy in the back half here on the side of the Flyers, but all that matters is that the ball stays out of your net, and they're managing to do that. 5 saves to their name in this game. All 5 of the shots from the Maulers being turned away. Lucid fakes it. Mike takes it. Man, spitting out here, you guys. Conundrum almost gets the 50. A little bit awkward here. Ball slows down. Mike gets one middle. What are you doing? Why? What's happening? Excuse me? Did I miss something? I was watching this time. Mike puts it on. Mako. You hate to see it. I don't know, maybe Mako thought that the net moves in the middle of the match to like the sidewall or something. I don't know what he was trying to do, you guys. Unlucky. Down 3-0 with just over a minute to go. Flyers obviously need this win in order to keep the series going, as it is 2-0 in favor to the Maulers. Favored to win the series is the Maulers with that 4-2 record, while St. Cloud's sitting at 2-4. But each team's playing pretty good here. Conundrum gets a nice opportunity, not a lot of pace on that shot, however. Luce is able to transition, gets bumped off before he can get a touch middle. Mike's there for the 50. Ren, baby flick, that doesn't go anywhere, and Conundrum will be there to take the first opportunity. Mako, awkward. Ren there to bail him out. Hopefully Mako's not in his own head after a couple mistakes here. Easy to maybe tilt in that situation, but as I say that, Mike scores, Bolt Destroyer, lays it on a dime, and Mike actually gets both the touches and is there to get the third one too, just for some style points. Fantastic counterattack. If this one wasn't already iced away in favor of blue, it is now. So Flyers, unless things change in the last few seconds here, which they very well could, 7 shots to their name this game, where the Maulers also had 7, but the defense was definitely more definitive for the Flyers than it was for the Maulers. And with that, we will be seeing Game 4. We will not be seeing a sweep yet tonight, and we actually have potential to see another Game 5. We all enjoy some quality Rocket League, and nobody is generally opposed to a Game 5 or overtimes. We're going to keep getting right on into it, as just in case this does go to a Game 5, we want to keep things on schedule, keep our players happy, keep the league running smooth, keep the entertainment flowing for all of y'all. Bolt Destroyer, going to give the Flyers the first opportunity of the game on offense. Mako eliminated for his touch, but he's able to get the pressure relieved, even if just momentarily. No one there for the Bolt Destroyer pass. Conundrum receives it, moves it off the corner, gets the fake. Mike there, Mako cuts, gets the save. Bolt, 80 boost in their own side here. Mako just lays a nice one up, a little bit too close, gets turned away again. Great opportunity here if the Maulers can turn it into something, can take an early lead, look to close the series out. Alas, it is turned away yet again as that Flyer defense continues to stay dead fast. Good pop up by Lucid here, again relieving that pressure. Conundrum with the miss. Lucid puts it off the backboard. Bolt Destroyer saved by Mako. Conundrum there, takes it up, beats one. Mike's awkward, gets faked, possibly. No, now it turns into a potential bump opportunity here. Oh no, that's such an awkward position. Good shot by Lucid. Things can turn so quickly. They had such great pressure. Mike forces Ren onto an awkward position. Coming off the back wall to the ground, you get lipped by the post. And when Lucid puts it far down, your chances are already minimal at saving it. And from that position, it was game over. Flyers take that 1-0 lead. So they want to see Game 5. Ren to Mako. Mako with the first touch. The control bumped off. Almost. Had one for the highlight reel. Lucid puts this one backboard. Mako, nice control touch to the corner. Keeps his boost, knowing that gets stolen by the opposition there. Still has 40 in the tank to keep pressure. Like that was Conundrum that caused a little bit there. Mako gets this one so Mike doesn't have a shot. Lucid with the boost steal. Bolt there to 50 Mako. Mako on low boost. Conundrum about half in the tank here. Mike with the cleanup. And it's like I've been saying, if you got enough pressure, you put enough shots on net, peg the backboard a little bit. Good bump by Lucid. The physicality equating to goals. They're going to start turning. That shot column is going to start correlating to that goal column, and Flyers, 7 shots compared to the Maulers 3. Fantastic pressure. Lucid. Oh, what a save. Oh, Volt Destroyer there to clean it up, though. So many mechanical plays. Gets the flip into the continued air dribble. Fantastic save there, but maybe a little bit of a double commit, you could say. I mean, that's such a stressful shot to save where when the ball is halfway in the net, you kind of got to throw yourself at it, but St. Cloud firing on all cylinders right now. Fantastic defense, great midfield play that transitions into all this pressure and these goals. I mean, even there, wasn't able to get a shot necessarily too threatening, but Lucid, flip reset again with 0 boost. I think it's safe to say that they're feeling themselves. Great passing play, go bar down, come on. Oh, no, what's that? This is insane. The defense is just impenetrable from the Flyers. This has to be so disheartening for Bloomington right now. You come out, you take the first 2 games, not necessarily handedly, but you were in the driver's seat. And all of a sudden, oh my, what a save! What's going on? This is fantastic. I'm having a great time. This is a great solo cast going for me right now. Mike to Volt Destroyer. Ren, a little bit of a pre-jump, misses the touchdown middle. Getting some quality Rocket League. A lot of almost highlight reel plays that could maybe be considered highlight reel saves instead. I've seen that ball halfway in the net so many times. In this game alone. Don't get me started on this series. Mike eliminated by Mako. Lucid, a little bit of a fake here. Volt Destroyer there for the pressure. And if I had to guess, there's going to be a lot of boost starvation going on here for Bloomington. You got Ren with 11. Mako presumably low. I know that corner was just stolen a moment ago. Pegged off the backboard. Yep. Only a matter of time. Holy cow, you guys. We got 14 shots from the Flyers. 14. And there's still a whole minute left in this game 4. Average shots per game for St. Cloud is an astounding 8. 8.2, 4th in the league. But they've almost doubled that. And anything is possible. And I am notorious, as many of us MNCS casters are, for the caster curse. But I'm going to use this as an opportunity to say this game's probably sealed away. And that helps my cause. That's awesome. I don't want to caster curse to anybody and have the FBI coming after me. A great 50. Just kind of like backflipped on the wall, and the nice thing about having such a padded lead is if you can just shut down what's going on, you can throw yourself kind of willy-nilly at times, and things like that happen. At this level, it's rather rare, but I'd assume on the Bloomington side, they're going to be focusing on that offensive half as much as possible. That third man is going to be a lot more loose, being able to do things such as this, cut in, keep that pressure going. And on the opposition, the Flyers don't need to throw themselves. We get a little doomsday dish here, 0 boost. What a save. What a save from the Flyers. I don't know if that might not have been in, might have been far down, out, post out, but it was threatening nonetheless. And St. Cloud putting an exclamation point on this game 4 with a 5-0 scoreline. And we're going to be seeing game 5 for the second series of the night. Maulers, give credit where it's due as well. They had 8 saves, but that's still 7 shots that weren't saved. And as we see, 5 of those going in. Accuracy on a dime for the Flyers, making every shot count. Those ones that didn't make it in, probably those potential double touches that register, and then somebody comes in and cleans them up. So game 5 is underway. Who's going to take this game and the series? And most importantly, the W going into the mid-season break. Lucid picking up where Flyers left off, 1-0, 9 seconds in. Mike with the speed, the recovery. Lucid takes it off. Says, here you go, buddy. Pad your stats. 1 shot, 1 goal. St. Cloud Flyers remain in the driver's seat. Bolt Destroyer puts it to the backboard. Lucid is there on the pre-jump. Mako to Ren, looking for the counter-attack. Ren removed from the field by Lucid to get rid of that pressure. When that when that offensive man gets demoed though, your other 2 can push up on that offensive pressure because you know you'll have somebody back. But not always the most opportunistic thing, as Bloomington has kept pressure this entire time despite. In that time we've seen a couple demos on that offensive pressure. Double commit here that almost could have been a pinch if both of them didn't hit it with their coin purse, but can't really control that when you're halfway through a flip. And Lucid, again, putting in his second goal, wants to put the team on his back. A little bit of awkwardness from Mako maybe. But Lucid's there, capitalizes. Still 4 minutes, 3 seconds on the clock. A lot of time for Bloomington to put things into a better perspective, give yourselves a shot to not get reverse swept. And the infamy that lies in that, but I don't know, there's a lot of things that they kind of got to fix up here. There's a lot of those double commits. I think that they need to pressure. They need to pressure faster, and if they don't, I mean, you look at the plays that Lucid's getting on the ball and making off the ball as well. A lot of these air dribbles from the ground or the sidewall that get handed off to a teammate, and you're just giving them too much space. If they're feeling confident, and I think it's quite obvious that they are, you gotta change something up here if you're Bloomington. Otherwise, you have no shot at coming back in this game 5. Mako, the beat here, has 30 boost. Conundrum there, but now Mako's low. Appropriately goes for a bump, not able to do much on the ball if it were to come to him. Then goes a bit high. Mako there to finish it up, but Mike's there on the save. 1v1, gets pushed out. Bolt Destroyer low on boost. Conundrum puts it up off the ceiling. Mako, first to read, goes for the bump. Conundrum went for the bump, forces pressure, but good play here. Good awareness by Conundrum to get in the way. Mako gets the read. Great placement. Puts it below Lucid, who's on the backboard, and I believe it was Mike who was on the ground, unable to get up to that one, and down but not out. Approaching the halfway point in this game 5. Would love to see a game 5 overtime. Mako, Conundrum, they hook it up again, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie game in game 5. Mako, good first touch, gets the flip into it. Conundrum, again, out of reach of Volt Destroyer, and the cut in by Lucid. Just under halfway to go. This is prime time Rocket League action. Conundrum up with the solo play, goes under 1, fakes, gets 50'd out. Mike, 3 people dive at the ball. Chaos is ensuing. You have to wonder if St. Cloud, with how dominant they've been, if they're starting to worry a bit here. Likewise, you have to think if Bloomington's starting to pick up some confidence. No one's there on the pass from Mike. Conundrum able to cut in, get back around this, relieve the pressure. Bolt Destroyer there, leaves it for Mike, gets hit down. A little bit of miscommunication. Goes for the 50. This one's popped up on accident. Ren puts this one high. Unfortunately, Mako no boost, not able to do anything. Gets a little bit of aggressiveness going here. Bolt Destroyer also 0 boost. Each side doing a great job at paddling on this one, making sure the opposition doesn't get pads. And what happened here, Bloomington? Mako, not the most ideal touch. Mike with a good read. Ren was in an awkward position. Conundrum last in net. Dives, and unfortunately the shot had too much pace to it. St. Cloud back with the lead. Can they keep this one? Lucid can go for a solo play. Mako beats him. He still reads it. Bolt Destroyer there. Put this one in, and as fast as we saw that 2-goal lead dissipate, we've seen it come back. great stick width for Lucid. Mako actually so close to an absolutely stunning recovery and save, but not able to make it. So as we have 90 seconds left on the clock, Bloomington asked to do a tall task for the second time in this game, looking to not get reverse swept. Bolt Destroyer here takes into the corner. Mike gets hung up on the wall. A little bit awkward there. Ren looking to do a little bit of solo passes off the backboard. Conundrum there, not able to do anything. Mike turned away. Mike demos Mako. Volt Destroyer, bringing it up, puts it middle. Ren provides some relief here. Under a minute to go. 2 goals needed in order to just force overtime. Almost like a third life in this game and series. Ren not able to get the read. Lucid there, puts it away. And the height of the task gets even taller now as Bloomington, appropriately so, pushed up a little bit too much. You got to make something happen, but at the same time, if you're going to get back in the game, you can't just put goals into the net. You have to stop that bleeding too. Not looking very likely. Mako gets one down, nobody's there. Flyers having good defensive rotations, good transitions out as well. I'd say that's definitely weird touch by Volt Destroyer, that didn't go in, but Lucid's still there. This one's all but over, I'd have to say. Yeah, a little bit of awkwardness. Conundrum misses. Ren doesn't get a good touch. The ball plops out in front of net. A little bit of charity to pad the stat. So it will look like the Flyers are going to a reverse sweep, excuse me. Lucid, 5 shots, 5 goals. And actually, the Flyers have 6 shots, and all 6 of them have been put in. 0 saves from the Maulers. Just not able to put anything together on the back end. And as I was saying, as this one's gonna be played out as a formality, I think a lot of credit has to be given to this St. Cloud roster and how lethal their transitions were from defense to the midfield game and ultimately turning that into offensive pressure. The physicality was immaculate on both sides, a lot of bumps, a lot of demos. Definitely benefited the Flyers quite a bit more opportunistic. But a great series, again,